Hello everyone. As you know, I am Sarwar Khan and you're watching Tech Bacha. Today, we're going to see a very interesting topic in Bugzilla, which is whining. So first, understand the definition which I have got it from the Bugzilla official documentation, which is set of queries which will be run at some specified date and time and get the results of these queries directly per email. This is a good way to create reminders to keep track of the activity in your installation. This is very technical term in terms of the system. I'll try explaining you in the real time in how it works, what are the uses of whining, how to set up, and how exactly you will receive emails. So before we really start and go to the system, let's understand what are the things which is important in whining, or to be able to use whining, what are the important things that we have to remember. First thing is saved search results. So if you remember in our previous session where we were talking about search results and the reports, so there we learned how to save a particular search. If you have not seen that video, please go back and see the playlist. Look for searches and reports. Okay, now we'll start to use whining. So first thing is saved search results. Now let's go to the application and look for search results. I'll give you a quick understanding again on search results. So in my Bugzilla application, I have logged in with my ID, and at the bottom you will be able to see the saved results. Okay, so whatever search we did earlier in the previous tutorial, I have shown you how to save a particular search and then it gets displayed at the bottom. So I have one search result which says all open bugs. So I'm clicking on this and let's see what are the results that we get it. And the same thing we should be able to see in our emails through whining. Okay, so these are the results that we see here. I have total 5 bugs for this particular search result, and when I'm scheduling whining, it will give me this particular result, this particular report on the email at a particular specified time. So this is the search result. Next is the ensuring that you have your parameters configured properly. So go to the administration section and go to parameters page. Parameters page ensure that required setting that we have to run Bugzilla, the basic settings that should be there. And then next is very important setting, that is your email section. So go to your email section and see if your parameters are properly set. I have enabled SMTP. All the SMTP settings that is required are enabled in my system. Ensure that the same is enabled at your end and SMTP is working fine. Okay, if you have not seen how to enable SMTP, go to my previous tutorials, look for enabling email and SMTP configuration. Okay, so I'm not going back to that tutorial, but I will continue using here the current instance and the whining part. So that is my search result. Then we have front end feature, and then we look for job scheduler behind the scenes. Okay, the front end feature is simply go to administration section. Okay, I'll show it to you here. A very important thing that you will list down here. Okay, that's your whining. Click on this whining and you should be able to see how to schedule it. Okay, so this is something I have already configured. What you can do is you can always click on add new event. Okay, when you click on add new event, it will give you all these fields that needs to be filled in. Okay, what is the subject line that you want to see in your email, what is the description that you want to see inside the email, and then send a message even if there are no bugs in the results. However, I will not going to use it because getting an email without bug doesn't make any sense. And then you can add a schedule searches. So first you need to click on add new schedule and you should be able to add a schedule. Very simple, very simple. Sunday starts with the day, and then which are the days you want to, Monday through Friday, each day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. first of the month. So all this scheduler, that you want to see which date of the month, which day, all these settings are available. You can select whatever you want. For example, you want to see Monday through Friday, you can see Monday through Friday, internal, at what time you want to see that report, and then obviously which user and group. If you select user, you have to specify which user is gonna get that particular alert, and if you say group, which group. So group, if you remember, we had a tutorial there where I have explained user and user group. You can go back and look at that tutorial. I will mention the links in the description. Okay, I'll show you this one. I'll just remove this one because I'm not going to use it. I have already a particular search result and an event at my system configured, which is working very much fine. So I have given here as email subject line as bug status, and below in the email, the first line which comes up as a description to the mail, it says kindly find the status of all open bugs. Okay, and then scheduler which you want to schedule, and then sort, you can keep anything, maybe 0. For example, say if there are multiple such results you want to include into one email, and the order you want 1 2 3 4, the sorting that you can do. If I say 1 and I add one more search, then it should be 1 2 3 4. Accordingly it will list in your email. Then it says one message per bug. So if there are 10 bugs which is there in your search result, in this case I have 5 bugs. If all 5 bugs I want into a separate email, I can do that, but that something is going to be like too much emails which users may not like it. The right way is to consolidate into one. So obviously you're not going to check this one. In that case, all open bugs, meaning we had 5 bugs, all 5 bugs are going to be displayed into one email. Okay, one thing is this: if you have set up this one, you have to click on update and commit. Once you do this, your search results are ready to be triggered on email. I would like to add one more search result. So if you have seen it, in the bottom you see all open bugs and you see in progress. So I have 2 search results. I want to show you how, and it will be displayed in the email, and then what is the use of sort. So for example, say today I see it's 1. Okay, and I want to add one more search result, so I will be clicking on add a search. Let's click. Okay, here I am say it's in progress. So first was say all open bugs, second I want to make it an in progress, and here I am to 1, state 1 and say 2. You can make it also like 100 200. You have to just ensure that it's like coming into a proper order. So the first is all open bugs. Okay, so I want to change it to like this. Okay, and I want to see in progress. Okay, so I've got 2 search results, and here search that you see, these are the this drop down will list the search results that you have, and then simply click on update commit. So I'm clicking on update commit button so that my changes are saved. If you see one more thing important, my scheduler says every 15 minutes. I have set every 15 minutes because I want to try it for multiple times, so that every 15 minutes it will trigger an email. But if I make it as any other time, that can be once in a day or Monday through Friday. So for example, if today I say daily, and once I trigger this one, that means the system will trigger one email. After that, the same thing, if you try to re-trigger it, it won't trigger, because once the system have already generated and sent the email. So I've set 15 minutes so that every 15 minutes I can do check the same thing. I will trigger it again and again, and it will generate the mails again and again. So this is the logic where I am saying every 15 minutes, and you can do it as per your requirement. I have committed these changes, and my whining is ready from the front end. If we go back and look at this, we have another thing which says job scheduler behind the scenes. Okay, so this is very important. If you do everything and if you don't schedule the jobs, system is not going to trigger anything. Okay, so this is very important. To do this, what we'll do, We will go back to the server. So I'm going on my server. Okay, I'm back to the server screen right now. What you have to do is go to your Bugzilla site. So I'll show you what I have done here. So what we have to do is we have to create a bat file. So obviously we have to use task scheduler, but I'll show you first what are the things which I have done as of now. So this is my user directory of Bugzilla from where I had configured send email. Ignore that, we don't have to look for the other things. You have to look for whining bat. This is something, a bat file which is important. So please ignore other whatever files that you see it here. So important is this whining bat. I'll open for you. Simply what you have to do is you have to write this particular syntax for a bat file. So what I'm doing is opening the command prompt, nothing but while executing it, it's saying cd. It's going to C Bugzilla, C drive Bugzilla, and starting perl.exe with a -d parameter and calling whine.pl file inside C Bugzilla. Inside C Bugzilla we have this whine.pl file. So what we are doing it to this particular bat file, I'm calling this particular perl file. Okay, so this is important. So once you create this, you have to type this into a notepad, save this as whining.bat. okay, so I have saved it here. Okay, whining.bat. so we have a file ready which is whining.bat. okay, you can keep it at any of the path, but I have kept inside C drive usr lib. You can use any other path that you have. I'll show you the next step. Next step is look for task scheduler. Okay, go to task scheduler library. I have already created this one Bugzilla, and that's for whining, and I have actually kept it as disabled. What I'll do is I will create a new task for you. So click on create basic task. It takes some time and then it will populate. Okay, so create on basic task. Okay, and then give a meaningful name. I would say Bugzilla Wine. No, because I have already have some meaningful description given to other. So this is the reason I am avoiding a duplicate here. So say next, and obviously the next schedule, how you want to do it, daily, weekly, whatever. So I'm keeping it with daily, and say next. And then start time, raker every 1 day, keep that same as this. Start a program, keep it the same way. And here you have to click on browse button and show where this particular file exists. So go to your path. Okay, I was there in the C drive, and I had a folder called usr lib, and inside I had my bat file. Okay, that is my whining. Okay, whining.bat file. Then click on open. Don't do anything here, simply say next. Okay, give a meaningful name. If you want to change it here, you can change it. Okay, keep everything same, simply click on finish. Okay, once you finish, you can open it by double clicking on this, or you can right click and choose properties. Okay, one here run on only when user is logged on. Change it to run whether user is logged on or not. So what happens is, if you don't check this, what happens is obviously when you log off, then its particular task is not going to work. Okay, and better you can click on run with highest privileges. Then come to triggers, double click on this, entry. Okay, verify everything is fine. So some of the settings that I would say, what you can do is repeat task, and here you can make it 15 minutes. Here automatically getting the same thing 15 minutes is doesn't make sense, because obviously nobody wants to see a report every 15 minutes. But if you have any requirements where in 15 minutes a report should generate, one connection which is there with this, I want to clarify. In the front end we make it 15 minutes. Okay, that is my this setting. Here I have set every 15 minutes, and here I can change anything. Okay, there meaning I set 15 minutes so that it will allow me to regenerate the same email and send. And here I don't want to make it 15 minutes, but you know what, repeat task every 15 minutes I don't want to do it. Okay, only daily, and a particular time that you want to choose, that you can choose. And say for example, say I want to 10 a.m. Random delay, you can set randomly, it will delay a particular hour, but I don't want to do it because I want a specific time only. And you can also click on stop task if it runs longer than 3 days. If there is an issue and it keeps running and because of any reasons, it will stop if you say this option. However, if you don't even check anything here, it works fine. Okay, simply click on OK. Okay, actions, you can verify the action, see user lib, and this particular batch file is getting called, which is okay. Here you will see a lot of options. Start the task only if the computer is on AC power. Remove this because even in my case I'm running on a laptop, so ensure that these options are unchecked. Okay, then allow tasks to be run on demand. Okay, that should be fine. Run task as soon as the possible after schedule is missed. In case if it is missed because of some reasons, you can always take one so that next time when the server is up, everything is okay, the system will start the task its own. If the task fails, you can restart it a particular time. It's not mandatory, but these are the safe settings. In case if the particular task is failed because of any reason, you can define how much time it should reattempt, how much basically frequency. 30 minutes, every 30 minutes it will reattempt. Say 3 times, or you want to try it for 10 times, it will keep trying it. However, it is not mandatory. If you even don't do all these settings, it's going to work. Then if running task does not end when requested forces to stop. If it is the task is running and it's not getting stopped, you can just tick this option, it will automatically stop the task. Best all leave it and keep as it is. But if again this all are non-mandatory settings, you can keep it whatever default is. Ensure that the problem I mean to say start this setting, start the task only if the computer, this is important, otherwise it is not going to work properly. Okay, actions, very important, you should be the particular path properly, where particular whining back file is there. Trigger is important, what time you have scheduled, and obviously this particular setting run whether user is logged on or not. Okay, then simply click on OK. When you click on OK, whatever is your user, it will ask for a password. So this password is your logon password through which you have logged in. Okay, give the password and say OK. Now I'll show you my mailbox first. Okay, this is the mailbox which I'm using it, and I'm expecting this particular report, the Whining report, on this particular email. Okay, so what I will do is I will here go and right click and run. Either you can run here and then, or what you can say, you can look for, it says last run and it's next run. Okay, it's going to run tomorrow. Okay, that is at 10 a.m. Okay, what you do is simply right click on this if you want to run it manually, or you can wait for the day to come in at that particular time. I am saying it just simply right clicking on this, and I need to execute it by clicking on run. So I'm just right clicking and saying run. So if you do this, it says running. Okay, refresh it so that the actual status, so it is already run. Okay, so it should now give me an email here in my mail. I'm doing send receive, and let's see if that email comes up. Okay, This is the Whining which we scheduled. I had two searches. One was all open bugs, okay, and the other was in progress. Okay, you see, kindly find the status of all the open bugs. If you correlate, this is the message which I have written in the Bugzilla, and in the Whining section meaning, this is the subject line, and this is all open bugs in progress and scheduled. So this is what the Whining is, and this is the way it works. So this is something which I have run it manually. However, you can also keep it wait for that time, and when schedule it automatically, the scheduler will run at that particular time and you will receive emails like this. So this is the way Whining works in Bugzilla.